What's up, y'all? I'm Andy. Nice to meet you. So today we're going to talk about music and fun, and the fact that you should be having fun when you're making music. Like music is should be fun first, so it can get confusing. I see people all the time confusing, I don't know, maybe they're trying to get the wrong type of enjoyment or the wrong type of satisfaction from music. So, and it makes me, it's sad. Like you see people like that are super cool people. Like I've seen people just like break down, lose their shit live on Twitch, and Instagram posts, on YouTube, like just lose their shit. Cause they perceive that they're like somehow not being successful like at the thing they're trying to do. Like maybe they're streaming and they're like, there's just not enough people here, or maybe you've released something, and published it online, and you're like, it's just not enough people are checking out not enough streams, like equating like the wrong kind of value, just the wrong kind of value to music. And that absolutely sucks the fun right out of music, man. So like, how can you avoid that? So number one, best way, like if you're one of these people, because I realize as I'm saying this, there's kind of two schools of thought even. There's a purist view of music. I don't even know if purist is the right way. You could maybe say it's like the old way. I don't know. But like one thing in my head kind of sits there. And the other thing is kind of what I'm talking about, actually, which is like this thing where people are making music to be seen making music rather than making music to make music, if that makes any sense, right? Sure it does. That's how everybody does shit now. It's like totally, the world has become so stupid in that regard. And so you'll see these people. You'll see them on live streams, like I said, and on socials and stuff like that. And it's like, I don't know, it's kind of obvious to me when a person isn't having fun. And if you're not having fun as you're doing whatever musical thing you're doing that you're posting or live streaming, it's gonna be pretty obvious to the rest of us. I kind of have concluded a lot of times over the years, because I live stream, I post to social media, I post to YouTube, I do all that kind of stuff. But I've never treated myself or considered myself like an artist, so to speak. Yeah, I've got lots of records. I never stopped making records, but that doesn't necessarily mean I want to be like an artist guy. Like not everybody wants to be famous. I don't really want to be famous. Not that would ever happen, but like I'm just saying like what I push and what I try and push forward in my life. So most things that I push and I really put into are going to be things that I like, because if I don't like whatever it is, I'm not going to be like long-term interested. That's not going to be a thing that works. So, it has to be something that I like. But next, when we get to what the actual thing is that I'm doing, like I want to be doing it I want to be doing it from a pure place of like artistic whatever, but reality is reality, and I have to make money. So being like a self-employed creative freelancer guy for, 15 years or so now, I guess you just learn at some point, things that are going to be jobs and like lucrative for jobs, and things that are going to be like play and fun. And so the real magic comes when you are able to combine these two things. Obviously everyone says, find something you love, you'll never work a day in your life. Like that's bullshit, first of all. It just makes work better, because like work is work. If I'm sitting back here and I have like a whole lot of cues to do for this TV show that I work on, it can be really, really fun when you first start, right? But then say I'm just like, I run up on a cue where I'm just like, man, I'm just not sure what to do. And I'm trying things, and none of them are hitting right. And instantly, like, that's gonna become work. The coolest job that I could ever have, the most desired job that I could ever have wanted in my entire lifespan, instantly turns into a job the moment that like the fun kind of goes away. So it is, that is, you could say it's one of those secrets of life. If you can figure out how to have fun while you're making money, that's kind of everything. So it's super, super hard. And I think we often not everybody can make money with the thing that's their hobby, like that makes them happy. I barely do. A lot of musicians barely do. And so, and in general, in my freelance career, I'll do anything like for $100, kind of, like, what do you want me to do? I'll make you one. Can you put it on a screen? I can probably make it. Like, does it need, I can probably do it. There's not much that I would say no to kind of over the years, because you gotta make money. Like, the fun isn't even the fun if you're struggling with like finances or something like that. You're ruining everything. But so back to the point, how do we keep music from, and making music from becoming unfun? So number one, don't compare yourself to other people. It's almost impossible to do. It's nearly impossible to do. But if, your brain, that's how brains work. Like if you try hard enough, like you can train your brain. It's just like habits. That's how habits form. If you just do something over and over and over and over again, you're going to build up this habit, and your brain works the same way. If you're just doing something over and over and over again in a certain way, your brain's going to get used to it that way. So if you are constantly comparing yourself to other people, it's going to be, of course, natural to keep on doing that. But if you start to instead purposely not compare, like you could say, here's how I'm different in a positive way. You start just looking at yourself different ways. I'm not saying do that. Just like anything, just like think of something, figure it out, anything that can come along. Like there's a way to train your brain to think another way. And so whatever works for you is right up first off. Get it, think about that for sure. Do not let your mind go to places that suck. It's no fun, and it's super, super easy. Like I said, I have fallen prey to this myself so many times. Take like streaming, for example. My live stream is really fun. I love doing it. I love it. But at the same time, I have, being in here, in this room, this studio, is work half the time, if not all the time. As much of the time as I can make this pay, it needs to pay. So anything can bump streaming out of the way, because streaming doesn't really pay that much for me because of the catch-22, because I don't stream a lot. So I don't stream a lot because it doesn't pay a lot, so it never pays a lot, and etc. And I'm not the type of person that, or I should say, I am the type of person that gets like infatuated with a thing, or like obsessed with a thing, like streaming. It's like it comes along, you're like, oh, you can do what? I want to do that, and I want it to be like the best one ever. It needs to look and sound completely amazing. And then once I accomplish all those tasks to make that thing happen, I'm instantly uninterested. It's just like most of the songs I write. When you're writing a song, it's like the best drug in the world. You just sit there like looping parts of it and keep listening back to different parts of it. And then like a week later, you're just like, man, fuck this song. I hate this song. I'm so sick of this song. And it takes 6 months, a year, sometimes longer to even come back around to that song. You're just like, I hate it. Creativity is a really, really weird thing, right? That's just and that's just me too. And so, don't compare yourself to others is one thing. Another thing that you can do to keep yourself from not having fun in music is, I guess, look at your goals differently. Like, what are your goals with your music? What do you want to accomplish? Are you looking to move streams, have lots of stream count, lots of people listening, or you start a YouTube channel? Do you want to make money? Do you want to tour? Do you want you got a lot of questions to answer if you really want, because now there's a million things that you can do with whatever your artistry is. So I would suggest trying to think ahead and think what's going to make me actually happy, because if you're getting yourself in a situation where all of a sudden you have to start churning out content, you know, that could be problematic if you're not like super into doing lots of content all the time, because like those algorithms come for you. I mean, like I said, I've seen it myself on socials and stuff like that. And, you know, obviously they change the algorithms year to year. They're always working in different ways. But in general, I can absolutely say for sure, if I'm posting a lot, my engagement, you know, gets up, gets steady, gets whatever. And the instant I don't post, it's like to the floor. And then you got to build that shit all up again. Which is why like my Twitch and Kick channels don't reflect thousands and thousands of followers, you know. I've got like 1,000 on Twitch and maybe half that on Kick, if that much, I don't even know. And like Kick, these guys will put me on the front page every time that I turn my shit on, you know, usually. But it's like this thing, it's super fun to stream, but it's not that lucrative. So it's not like on the forefront of my thing. And so I get like, you know, you run up into a wall there with that. And mind you, I did schedules with streaming. I did all that. Like I do all the things that people say to do kind of off the bat. And if they work, great, and I continue. And if they don't, I'm like, bye, I'm on to something else. Streaming fits into that. I did schedules for, I don't even know, like I held a schedule for 6 months or a year or something like that. And the only thing that did to me was it like just broke me down to nothing. Like it just, I'm not a human that can work like that, you know, because it's always just hanging over your head. I gotta go here and like I have to make music. That sucks the fun out of everything. You have to do something, at least for me. For this artist, I don't like to be told I have to create. If I have to create, that's work. That becomes a job of some kind that I don't like to do, right? So that's number 2, you know, like, so you got number 1, don't compare yourself to other people. It doesn't go anywhere good usually. Number 2 is identify what you actually want to do with music. And if you just don't do anything more than have fun, then just sit down and play. Turn the cameras off, right? If you do, you know, or even if you have other goals that do involve having a camera on, maybe do it with the camera off for a little while first, you know, or don't post stuff. Practice at getting your thing honed, getting your content looking like exactly, and let you just have it be what you want. Like, make it your dream before you start putting it out there and everyone smashes and shits all over your dreams, because like that's gonna happen too. Don't read comments, not with like any kind of, you know, don't take it in. Don't let it mean anything. A lot of the comments are super great. You know, like my YouTube channel is fantastic for comments. There's so many. It's been like the antithesis of what everyone describes as the evil comment sections, you know? So don't shy away from that. You know, like there's lots of good stuff there too, but don't let the crappy assholes like take you down. You know, don't let them drag you into their mire with you. But so music should be fun, and if making music somehow becomes unfun for you, stop, take a break, do something else creative. Just do something else for a minute, you know. Music will be fun again, you know. People burn out. That's probably like, if I was gonna put a number 3 on this whole thing, I would say be careful of burnout. Don't burn yourself out, because you can burn yourself out just trying to write a song. You know, you're just like stuck in there, going round and round, not getting the song that you want to have. It could burn you right out. Go to the park. go do something else for a minute, right? It'll be better for you. So that's all I'll say about music being fun. It should be fun. If it's not fun, holler at me, man. I'll help you. We'll find a way to make your music fun again, right? Cheers, y'all.